I'm gonna. All right, explorers, we are just minutes away from the Pirates of the Caribbean party. Arr.
Where's my bottle of rum?
Right now. Here we go. You ready? You excited? We are on the NC. Yes, Two of us are excited about going on this escape.
Welcome, guys. It is D&G Explorers. But wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. I think we also have ChadCruisers.
Hello, explorers.
Welcome to our show.
Welcome to our show with our special guest Jennifer from
Moonshine
Extraordinary
Jennifer.
Adventures of Our Ordinary Life.
Yes.
That is a mouthful to say, but an amazing channel name. I love it. But
And we call her Moonshine Jen for short.
yes, Moonshine Jen. So welcome, Jennifer. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, and how are you guys?
We are
good.
Amazing. Greg just got off work like 15 minutes ago, and I've been off all day, so I have no excuses. Saying that, I can't speak and talk at the same. I can't speak and talk.
You said it. You've been off all day.
I can't
you
speak and
said
talk at the
it.
same time.
You've been off in I don't know
Yes.
how many ways, but
And I
okay,
haven't
yeah.
had any dilly-dillies yet either. So
You had a sip, but yeah.
yes, nothing to make me crazy. But it is October 12th.
Well,
So
you can't help those that are already crazy, but okay.
probably not. So this show is going to be all about Jennifer, but we will break away in the middle because we're going to be talking a little bit about our group cruise that we announced last week. Some of the modifications or changes that we have to talk about, but it's all going to be about you guys getting to know Jennifer, which you guys will love because we've known her for a while through polos and just other means. And we think she's an amazing person, and you guys will love her too.
Can't wait to meet her in person one
yes,
day.
we will. Yes, fingers crossed. Sooner than later. But Greg, why don't we welcome in our guest? So we have our buddy Jim from More Sunshine, please, who likes to introduce this section. If you guys are not familiar with Jim, please check out his channel and take it away, Jim.
Wow,
Thank you, Jim.
You really got to get that checked out. Hi, we got Angela Nemechek, Desiree Hall. Thank you for the 99-cent super chat.
Thank you, Desiree.
Moonshine Jennifer, Channeling, Sir Gary of the Beaches,
Gary.
TWF Traveling with Friends, Waypoint Explorers,
I'm off.
Captain Billy J Travels, where are we at? Nautical Nurse Nancy.
She's driving down to Florida, I
She's
believe.
waiting at the airport, looks
Oh,
like.
wow. Okay. Be safe, Nancy.
Excuse me. Sheriff Rusinski, Nick Torres, and Ryan Richard. And who's a brat? I don't know. What brat? He's calling us brats. I don't know who's a brat. Welcome. And Desiree Hall, what's going on with the sound? She said, I don't know. Is there something going on with our sound?
Can you guys hear us okay? Let us know. Give us a thumbs up if we are okay. Make sure all this is good. This looks good from our end. Built-in microphone, so we should be fine.
Muted there.
Yeah, that's from that one there. So I think we're fine. But let us know, you guys. Give us a thumbs up if we are good.
So welcome everybody.
Yes. So welcome in. Tom, I did not wish Rhonda a happy belated birthday. So I know it was her birthday.
You did on Polo.
Yeah, but I forgot. So in case they didn't see that, wish Rhonda a happy belated birthday from me.
I'm like, wait, how could you forget if you left the Polo? You
might
forgot?
have not said it to her.
Okay.
Wow.
Dilly dilly, everybody.
Right.
Dilly
Yeah,
dilly.
So our drink of today is cherry Pepsi with honey Jim Beam honey whiskey.
I wish you did something else with it because, yeah, it's not the greatest.
I actually like it. I think it's like a sweet tea. Jennifer, what are you drinking?
Dilly dilly.
I've actually got two different dilly dillies. Of course, I've got my signature moonshine. This is actually the White Lightning. For those who were able to sample it on the BBD Rum Run, this is the good stuff. This is the stuff I chug. But just to try to take it a little bit slower, I have some Baileys and cream and some Cafe Liqueur Tequila.
Oh my god.
So that's coffee? A coffee tequila?
It's a cafe. It's like espresso.
Ooh.
That sounds good. And Billy J, no moonshine for me because I've had effects of that before.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have watched our on our videos that we're releasing now, the Discovery Princess, when we were traveling, our first video from that series,
yeah.
Greg, for a little bit, had some moonshine in him before he kind of decided he didn't want it anymore.
The moonshine I tried, yeah, it didn't, my body was like, no, reject.
Oh, Gary says Jennifer has an echo. Okay, so let me do this to see if that helps with the echo. So hopefully this takes care of it. Yeah, so a little bit of travel adventures with Eric B. Welcome in.
Welcome.
Thank you for joining us. So Jennifer, you have your channel, just so everyone knows, just to kind of give some information on it. You have 90 subscribers, so hopefully after today we can get you over 100 subscribers. You started your channel December 29th, 2018. But were you always doing videos from the get-go, or was it because of the C word that maybe there was some changes to that? First question is, how long or why did you decide to create a YouTube channel?
It started out more as a journal because I have a lot of family members who I don't really speak to on a normal basis. And I wanted them to be able to see what my life was like. I mean, I don't know how really to describe it. It just basically started out as a, hey, whatever, this is what I'm doing. Come check it out. And then as I got into the cruising community, I started noticing more and more of these travel vlogs, adventures, day-to-day life shows. And then, of course, you and your Dizney just, it got me hooked. So I decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to show them how my life is. And it's kind of sprouted from there.
Where did you come up with your name? Because that is a
mouthful of a name.
A mouthful of a name, but it is a very I love that name. And I hope I chose a thumbnail that kind of like when I was thinking of your name channel, I thought, yes, it's like you're going on a journey, and it's kind of an extraordinary photo, but that seems like what your channel's all about, an extraordinary adventure.
It is, and it actually kind of came about by one of my former patients who says, oh, you just lived such an extraordinary and adventurous life. And I said, oh, wow, that's just my ordinary everyday day. And then it got me thinking what one person might find extraordinary, it's just ordinary for another. So these are my extraordinary adventures of my ordinary life. But when I met a special somebody, it became our ordinary life.
Very good. Yes.
Awesome.
Gary, thank you so much for putting the chat or the YouTube channel for that in there. Oh, it says a little bit different name, but that's for Jennifer in there. Ryan in Vancouver says he's in shorts and flip-flops. That wasn't like that when we were there not too long ago, just a couple of weeks ago.
I don't know how you're doing that, but
yes.
Yeah, no.
But he's Canadian. They're used to that igloo weather, so we'd probably still be in there. Dilly dilly, Nautical Nancy. So some other questions that we have here. You've done cruises. You've done a few different cruise lines. You've done, if I remember right, Royal and Carnival. What is your favorite cruise line?
They each have their pros, they each have their cons. But if I had to choose between the one I was just on and the one I did previous, I would have to go with the Oasis of the Seas.
Okay. So that's your favorite ship?
So far it is.
Yes, yes. So an Oasis class ship, definitely one of the bigger ones that are out there. We were supposed to go on the Symphony of the Seas as our first group cruise, and it was canceled because of everything that was going on. So we are definitely looking at that.
Welcome to Noah's Adventures.
Yes, welcome. I think Gary put in your personal channel, not your other one. So hopefully we can find that and get that one out there for you. Nancy is having a margarita.
Yeah, they don't need to be watching my personal.
Nancy's having a margarita. What?
Pricing here makes cruise pricing for drinks not so bad. Exactly.
And they don't have a cruise. They don't have a cruise. Well, they don't have a drink package at the airport either, unfortunately.
Yes. Waypoint says the Oasis is a great ship. Welcome in. It's Cruising Karen. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Question for you on the Oasis of the Seas. What did you like about that so much?
I guess I liked the way it was so spread out. You didn't feel confined with all the passengers on board. You didn't feel like there was 5,000, 6,000 other people on board this ship. And because it was one of the first ones that I was doing, I wanted to stay by myself, but I didn't want to be isolated, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Angela has a question. How many adventures have you, Jennifer, been on?
Define adventures.
I was going to say, are you just being specific or just adventures in general? Or whatever you consider an adventure.
Well, let's see here. I've had this wonderful adventure of life where I have fulfilled my dream to become an EMT and a firefighter, which has actually just come to a close. So I'm opening up a new chapter in my life. Let's see here. I've had the adventure of meeting new friends and doing things that I never thought I would do before and going on a cruise by myself.
That can be pretty intimidating. Was it better than you thought, or was it kind of awkward at times?
It was kind of awkward at times, especially when I was celebrating my birthday and I was by myself. So the crew,
my gosh.
They came around and they did this huge group picture around me so that way I didn't feel by myself. But I mean, it was awesome. I was never truly alone.
The staff did that?
Yeah, the staff did that.
That's awesome. That is cool.
Well, happy belated birthday again. Happy birthday. And we're glad you had an awesome time, at least, on that cruise.
Captain Billy said he would pick Allure of the Seas over Carnival Horizon. Very interesting on that. So your favorite ship is that? Your favorite cruise line then you would say is Royal over Carnival?
Yes and no. I mean, like I said, there's pros and cons of both brands. For me, sailing by myself, Royal was my first experience, and it's the only thing I have to judge by. Since my previous cruise that I just came off of last month, which will not be named for obvious reasons.
BBD, we can say that.
Okay, yes, the BBD, the rum run, which we are still in search of. I had never had the experience of the carnival, and it was a lot more, I guess, a party crowd, which I'm cool with. I can hang for a little while, but I'm getting up in the blessed years, and with my back injury, it was kind of hard to keep up with some of the more lively folk.
Yes.
We don't ever feel like we have to keep up with anybody, so you shouldn't feel that way either. I know, so we've been on one carnival ship, and at the time, I wasn't walking the way I should. I was in a lot of pain, so I didn't have as much fun. I think this next time will be a lot better, but they are party ships, so but a cruise is what you make of it. You don't have to drink. You don't have to party all night long. You do whatever you feel like you want to do, and don't you don't need to feel pressure that you have to keep up with everybody else. We will stay up to a certain point, and then we're like, okay, you know what? We're gonna call it quits. There's more time to do stuff. So
Sorry.
what is that?
I just I sent Gary the link of your channel.
We just think there's more time to do stuff. We don't need to be up all hours of the night every night. So don't feel bad.
Nancy said it was great to be on the Rum Run cruise with you. There we go. I think
Yes,
you might have
it
found
was
it right
good.
after, before I sent it on there. Perfect. So another question is, what has been your favorite port that you visited? Ports are, to me, a fun part of the trip because you visit a different country in most cases. But what's been your favorite port so far?
Oh goodness. Well,
Have you
all
done
three
all
ships
Caribbean?
have visited. No, I haven't done all the Caribbean. I've basically just gone to the same ports on all three of my cruises.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, you find something different and new. Um, let's see here. I enjoyed Cozumel, especially Mr. Sancho's for my first experience there, though I did overindulge quite a bit, and I do apologize to those who were there. I'm sorry. Uh,
Must have been a wild time.
Yeah.
well, with me drinking moonshine like literally like water, for those of you who have seen me on Polo and we're at the BBD Rum Run, you guys know that I can put this down. So it takes a good amount to get me to the state that I was in. But let's see here.
Nancy said
Nassau?
you were fine.
I know I'm fine, girl. Next to you, we're hot. Let's see here. Nassau, I did a land and sea tour, and I loved looking at the coral reefs that they were growing to help stimulate the ecosystem down there,
Oh, wow.
and learning about all that. So,
Gary says, Jennifer, I'll say that the shine is darn good and very smooth.
I think if it's flavored, like I tried another one
Caramel.
after the first one that was horrific for me. I tried caramel, and that one was okay. It wasn't as bad. I didn't have the same reaction, I'll just say that, as the first one. I've had moonshine before, but I don't think just straight moonshine. So they've always
Well,
been flavored.
now you can get the moonshine in the stores, but I guarantee you the
Yeah,
moonshine
it's
in the
not-
stores are not like the moonshine
It's
that...
not, yeah, it's not authentic because
Yeah.
authentic moonshine should be illegal. I'm sorry. It's like you could burn it like gasoline.
Exactly.
well, I mean, if you don't get a blue flame, you don't have enough alcohol content.
Yeah,
Yep.
you'll walk around with a blue flame.
So what future cruises do you have coming up?
Unfortunately, life happened and we had to cancel a lot of our travel plans. The ones that we have planned right now in 2023 is going to be the Sharon at Sea Girls Want to Have Fun weekend.
Oh, nice.
I believe it's a 4 or 5 night,
Yeah, it's a shorter cruise.
and that's going to be, yep, the shortest one I've ever been on, apparently, because I just realized I hadn't been on anything less than 7 days.
That's Nurse Nancy's going on that one too, isn't she?
Yeah, she's one of the hosts.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And let's see here. I believe I shouldn't speak for Chris, but 2024 we have a possibility.
We'll announce that maybe a little bit later. Yes. So, okay. So definitely something in the works. Maybe we'll see. Yes. So
We
Possibly.
could just segue into that right now.
we'll do it in a little after this little segment here. What places? So you've done like the same ports. What kind of other ports are you looking at doing? Like, what are kind of your bucket list cruises? Destinations, cruise lines.
Everywhere.
Welcome in, Teresa.
Let's see.
Traveling Gilberts.
Who are the Gilberts? Who dat? Who dat?
Who the heck are the Traveling Gilberts?
Oh, sorry. I
But
took it away.
anyways, bucket list. It's okay. Bucket list. Bucket list. Let's see. I saw a world cruise. I think it was with either Royal or another brand, where they were going to. It was a 275 night cruise going around the world,
Oh my gosh.
and it looks amazing.
That's like
I don't know
something
if I could
would
ever-
do after retirement. Because I wouldn't have all those days off.
Yes, but the thing about retirement is if you wait that long, then are you really going to be able to
Enjoy it.
enjoy all the sights?
Yeah, well then I'd have to win some money or something, because or take a leave of absence for half a year or more than half a year. I don't know how that would work.
So Tom says, shout out to Moonshine Chris. She would have never left Mr. Sancho's if it wasn't for him. And Teresa loved my... Who dat? Who dat?
That does sound like
Yeah.
an amazing once in a lifetime trip, though. I mean, just not to mention just the cruise. You have all the excursions you could possibly do. Oh my gosh, I would go bonkers.
Ryan, I wish we could win the Powerball. Our Mega Millions and our Powerball is over 400 million. Unless someone won yesterday. I didn't check it, but unless someone won, they're both
Nope,
over
it-
400 million. They didn't? Darn,
Nope,
that means I
it's
have
still
to
up.
play it again.
Welcome, Kay Atwood.
Hey, welcome. No worries. Great to see you on here.
That's true, Nurse Nancy. I guess I would pull out a loan for a couple million or something. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I think we're going to segue because we're almost at the top of the hour, or bottom of the hour, I should say, not the top of the hour. So we're not going to do a spotlight channel for this time. We wanted to talk a little bit about our group cruise that we announced last week and some revisions, which we've kind of found out. We are going on...
and a special announcement.
Possibly.
Yeah.
All right, so we are going on the NCL Joy. This is in a couple of, almost 2 years away.
Just shy of 2 years.
This is Labor Day. It is an 8-night cruise out of New York, and it ends in Quebec, Canada. Not
What
in-
was that?
What?
You said in an engine.
Did I?
In an engine. You had like a lisp right there.
Oh, wow. Okay. Gary, thank you so much. You're hitting the
I
table.
know.
Gary, thank you so much. We'll check that here in a second.
Thank you, Gary.
And where does it go? It goes from New York. The two ports we've been on this destination so far has been Portland and Halifax.
We've
The
never
rest
been
of
to
this,
Boston.
yeah, and we left out of New York. So
We love going out of New York.
yes,
actually.
that's been my favorite port. The most
mine too.
emotional. I actually
Mhm.
cried when we sailed out of port, passing the
Yeah.
Statue of Liberty.
And the Freedom Tower.
Yeah, it was very emotional for me to sail out of there. But it ends in Quebec, so you're actually coming home from Quebec City on there. One of the places
in Canada.
I've wanted to visit was Boston. and also Charlottetown.
Boston.
Now, I love the time period of Anne of Green Gables. Avonlea was one of my favorite TV shows, and that was filmed in Prince Edward Island, or Sound, in Charlottetown. And so I'm looking forward to, that's one of the destinations. And I will tell you that one of the excursions we are planning on going on is visiting Anne of Green Gables' house, the place that inspired it. So that's where we're going on. If you guys are interested in joining us on this adventure, just reach out to Maddie from NoMapsNeededTravel. Their channel description is in our links as one of our support channels. You can get information from there, or if you want to take a picture of this or freeze this and get their information, we definitely want you guys to check this out and join us. Now, a few of the revisions that...
Oh, are you all right?
I'm fine. I was reading the chat.
Oh no.
Oh, Jim from More Sunshine, please welcome.
Welcome.
Give the cat some whipped cream. Oh my gosh.
So they can hear your cat then.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about whipped cream.
That's hilarious.
Do you know something we don't know, Billy J?
Tom, we will be on the non-group
Dilly
cruise.
Dilly Jim.
Yes, that is one of our cruises. If you guys want to follow what we're doing on Shipmate, we are on that.
On ship.
Yes.
Mate.
Shipmate.
Yeah, just to make sure we emphasize the...
Yes. I'll have to look it up if you guys are interested what that is. I'll look it up here in a minute.
Tiffany Peacock, welcome.
But one of the revisions that we announced from last week, this ship, as we're learning, is different than the other ships within the NCL Breakaway Plus class. On the other ones, they have solo cabins.
Oh,
This
a
one,
little late there.
because this ship was intended for the Asian market, it was built for the Asian market, and then it was taken away back to the U.S. from it. Solo cabins are not popular in the Asian market. So guess what? We thought they had solo cabins on it. They don't.
Waypoint Explorers.
So so this ship unfortunately does not have solo cabins, which we would have loved to have, because people who might have been wanting to go solo, you'd have to buy a cabin and pay for the double occupancy if you're going by yourself. So that is a disappointment for us. But this is still a beautiful ship. Observation lounge, the waterfront. They have go-karts on the track. As of now, they have what is the show, Greg? Do you remember what the show is on there? Not Kinky Boots? That's on the Encore. They have good quality shows on their ship.
We have so much planned, I don't know what's what, so I just kind of wait until it happens.
Yeah, so if you guys are interested, please reach out to us and we can get you the contact information. We're going to do a video on it where you guys have more easier access to the information, but we would love you guys to do it. Now, the prices can vary, so I would just reach out to Maddie and Scott and let them give you the prices, because it really depends on what you want. There's different ways you can go with a group cruise, and they will let you know what the pricing is. The one thing we learned too on this, you can't select your room in terms of looking at the map plan, which is what we did, and said, oh, I want to look at the price for that room. The decks like 13 and above are not available. So there's certain decks that you can have to choose from, and from those decks there's certain rooms that you have to choose from. So it's more of a limited thing from other cruise lines, from what I understand, for group cruises.
We just booked ours yesterday, and Angela Nemechek booked hers yesterday.
Yep.
So we have some time, of course,
Yes.
but it's getting going.
But remember, the sooner you book, the lower the cost is. So we're locked in for like 60 days on this. And then after those 60 days, if people want to join again, we're going to rebook the cruise again. If you've already booked, your prices are locked. But then we're doing that as we keep going along. Otherwise, what we have to do is put deposits down for the rooms that we want to possibly leave open. And with everything we have going on, we don't have the money to put deposits down for like a certain amount of rooms. So if you're interested, we would love you guys to join us.
I think Jennifer was trying to tell us something earlier, so go ahead, Jennifer.
Chris and I both talked last night, and we are going to get with Maddie here in the next little while, and we are going to book and join you because we got to have some dilly dilly.
Yay!
Dilly dilly!
Dilly
That's
dilly.
gonna be awesome. We hope that you guys do get to go, that it works out for you guys. That would be awesome.
Nancy, the ship is the NCL Joy, so Norwegian. This is the last of the NCL Breakaway Plus ships that we will not have plans to sell on. We haven't been on the Breakaway, but I don't believe that's a Breakaway Plus. I believe they've had 4 since then, which is the Escape, the Bliss, the Joy, and the Encore. And then they've moved on to the Prima class. So I don't think they're going to do any more Breakaway Plus class. But it's a huge ship. This one I think is about a little bit under 4,000. So it's a little bit smaller than the other ones. But it's still a good sized ship.
Welcome, Pepper Tree Villa.
Welcome,
we hope
guys.
all is well.
Yep. They got a little bit taken care of today.
Wait. Ding, ding, ding.
Did
There
we
you go. Because you didn't do it. There you go.
Yes. Very good. So yeah, hope you guys can join us. We're excited for that. All right, let's get back to knowing more about Jennifer. So Jennifer, this we're gonna go away from that question here yet, but you did another kind of cruise trip. Greg and I and you did it. It's not adults only. Or
oh my god!
I'm doing it again. And
we did not go to an adult. I mean, adults only. That's not
clothing
bad
optional.
Still, but yeah, no.
It wasn't a clothing
no.
optional. It was an all-inclusive resort in Cancun, Mexico. And you went a couple of months after we did, but we stayed at the Rio Palace Peninsula. You stayed at the Rio Americana?
Las Americas.
Okay.
Thank you, Ryan Richard, for that $13.99 super chat. Just don't eat too much poutine in Quebec City. We'll owe you a little jiggy jiggy.
We will. Thank you. Oh, we also got to check the PayPal.
Yes.
Yes.
So we'll owe Gary a jiggy jiggy too.
So how was that experience for you on the that all-inclusive resort?
Clothes included.
It was wonderful. Chris blew me out of the water with this trip. I was actually getting really, really devastated because I had planned for a cruise for over 2 years, and that nasty C word came over and just smacked me across the cheek. And all my hard work and plans just went out the door. So he comes up and says, "Hey, you like this one or this one? Do I have to pick?" He goes, "Yeah, just if you had to pick, which one would you want?" I'm like, that hotel looks kind of cool. I like the marble flooring. The next day, he hands me tickets and says, "Okay, clear your calendar. We're going this day."
That's awesome.
But I will say this is the first time ever for me going there. But in my experience, how does one person get cut off at an all-inclusive resort after 3 hours?
Oh my.
Cut off after 3 hours.
Meaning they can't have any more drinks.
No, I'm just saying that's
Correct.
interesting.
Chris was sent to his room because he overindulged and dumped a blue motorcycle on another guest.
Dumped a blue motorcycle? How do you dump a motorcycle?
A drink.
He was double fisting for a...
Oh,
for
a drink.
Yes, it's a drink.
I'm sorry.
It's
I
an
thought he literally
AMF.
took a blue motorcycle and like slammed it on someone.
One of these days, I'm going to have to show you the picture I had just taken of Chris. He was double fisting the AMF, also known as a blue motorcycle. He chugs one, and he goes to chug the other one, and it goes over his shoulder and lands on a guest who was wearing a white sundress behind him.
Oh, no.
Yes. And blue carousel does not come out of fabric.
Oh no.
Well, it just adds a little color, a little pizzazz to the dress, I'm sure, but...
A little Caribbean blue. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
There you go. I'm sure they could try to get it out at some point, but yeah. Orange Cone Vlog, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Little club soda and some elbow grease doesn't hurt.
So, Billy said that Chris was cut off at the Embassy Suites in Miami too. So I did check out Gary. Thank you so much for the PayPal. He says even Jen has to dance.
Wait, you're moving it around, and I'm like going dizzy.
Well, I'm reading it.
Okay, I was trying to read wrong.
All right, so let's do a little bit of a dance. Let's do this for Gary.
Nick's Globe, welcome.
Welcome. Okay, ready?
Yep.
That money clip us now, the new now looks like. Whoa, upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like. Whoa, 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 whoa. I hit recorded jump, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming now.
You're supposed to do whoa when he does it, not like whoa and then go.
I did do whoa. Okay, now we owe another one
Yes,
for
we do.
Ryan.
So Ryan, who's from Victoria, not
And
Vancouver.
we owe one for Desiree, too.
That's right, we will. Okay, so this is for you. We'll do Desiree because she was first.
Okay.
And then we'll go into Ryan.
Wow.
Thank you so much, guys. Really
Thank you.
appreciate that.
Now
Very
Ryan.
nice. That was it. We went into Ryan's.
Oh.
That's why I was doing that all in one.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much.
I didn't know you were doing an all-in-one inclusive with that.
What? Orange Cone is got 45 days until they sell. So remind us again, which cruise are you
Awesome.
going on? We have a countdown of 13 days, I think, right? We're going on October 25th. We're
Monday.
going on the NCL Bliss. And then we're doing a side-by-side with the Carnival
12
Radiance.
days.
Yes,
And then we
12 more
go
days.
on. Then we go on vacation.
Yes, side-by-side. So we're doing...
13 if you want to get technical, the
It's-
actual day. But yeah.
It's the first time we've done a ship twice, and on those side-by-sides, we will have done both of those ships for the second time. So I'm kind of glad we're doing the Bliss first, and I think the party ship will be the Carnival one, which will be great for the Halloween.
Oh, Elements and Footloose on the Bliss.
That's it. Footloose is the one I was
Awesome.
thinking of.
I will love seeing Footloose. That would be cool. I don't even know what Elements is, but I'm sure it'll be awesome.
And they're going on the Oasis of the Seas, November 27th. So that is awesome. Awesome. Very cool. All right, let's ask you a couple of other questions, which... do you so on a cruise, do you prefer having the drink package or pay as you go?
Is that a question? For Moonshine Jen,
Well-
is that a question?
I was going to say it depends on the amount of sobriety I need to maintain the next day coming off the cruise. For Royal, I like the fact that they have, when you do the drink package, it is truly unlimited. So you don't get cut off at 15 alcoholic drinks. I mean, I could drink from sun up to sundown.
Are you all right?
I'm sorry, gentlemen. I'm going to have to cut this straight. We've got a house fire. I got to go.
I'm
All
sorry.
right, you take care, Jennifer. All right, let us know how
All right,
it's going on.
we'll do this another day. Got to go,
Be
guys.
safe.
All right, take care.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, it was nice having Jennifer on our show, and we
Yes.
really hope that everything's okay. Wow, that's horrible.
It is. Let's try to see if we can get a different background on here.
That's how I saw her face. I was like, "Is everything all right?" And then I asked. So, Ben at PTV, welcome, and Tony G 1975, welcome. Yeah, she said house fire. It could be a neighbor. It could be. I don't know if she lives in a house or an apartment. So I'm gathering if it's an apartment, she wants to get out of there. So
Yes.
hopefully everything's okay.
We had Tony G 1975. We are going to be sailing with him.
Oh, that's her job. Okay.
We're also going to be sailing with Angela. Oh, are they back? Are they back? Let's see. Hold on, Jennifer. Let me get her back up.
Is everything all right?
Yep, everything's all right. One, they set off the wrong station, and two,
Okay. Well, I'm glad everything's okay. And if there is a fire, I hope everyone's all right.
it's a natural reaction with me. I'm sorry. Pager goes off. The first thing I think of is, okay, I've got to go and at least get to the station and do staff work. Yes.
Well, I'm glad everything's okay. But you've been drinking too, so I don't know if that would be safe for you to drive. So
Yes. Janice is here. So welcome, Janice.
I was going to say, if I needed to, I was going to turn around and show you where the station is out my front door.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
wow. That's crazy. Ben, did you say hi to
and
Ben?
welcome. Yes, welcome
Welcome
to. Yes, I did say welcome to Ben, but also Janice, welcome.
Orange Cone said we also got upgraded because our room will be out of service. So they upgraded us to an Aqua Theater suite. Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
Yes, that means they can sit back while the show's going on and watch the show.
I don't know what question you were asked, but I'll ask a question. Do you have a cruise that is a must that you're looking forward to and that you have to do? Like any cruise line or
Let's
cruise?
see here. Any cruise line with any itinerary that is a must-have, and I'm going to do at all cost. It'll probably kill me, and for those who know, is a trip to Hawaii. I want to do a return there and return back to Hawaii.
No, that's cool. I don't know if it would be that expensive though, depending on who you go through.
Carnival has one that does that. They do, I think it's like a 14-day cruise.
Yeah, if you go either with another person or friends and you split the cost, it might not be too expensive depending who you go through.
Actually, it wasn't the cost. I am actually deathly allergic to coconut. So going to a tropical island where there's coconuts everywhere.
So you
That's
can't
the idea.
eat it, but can you smell coconuts?
I can't ingest it. I can't inhale it. I can't wear it.
Oh. I don't know how you would get around that unless you wore a mask. I don't know. That's interesting.
I just realized our background was, I didn't change the background on it.
It's okay.
Yeah, one of the cruises I was looking at going to Hawaii, I don't think, because there's Alani, and as you know, we're huge Disney fans.
Yeah.
The Alani is, but I don't think for the first visit is a place where I want to go for the first time and just stay there.
I want to do Alani, but then I heard there's not much to do at the Alani.
Yeah, it's on the back
And
side of the undeveloped.
it's very expensive.
So one of the things I was looking for is going, and Quantum of the Seas had a perfect cruise for me. It was a 10-night cruise. It was out of Vancouver, and the two ports that it visited in Hawaii, it was there for 2 nights.
Oh my gosh, Billy, you're so wrong.
One is Honolulu, and the other one was another one. I think it was Maui. But to me, that's a perfect one because you have 2 days basically that you can stay and travel when the ship's ported for 2 days. So that's would probably be the way I would like to do it.
Did you see Billy's comment?
Coconuts are overrated. Stick to pineapples upside down.
Especially upside. Wow, we know nothing of what you speak of with upside down. Yeah. We do have a shirt that has pineapples all over, and some of them happen to be upside down, but that's the print of the shirt. So, what are you gonna do?
So another question, Jennifer. Do you get travel insurance for your trips, or do you decide to to brave the fates?
Brave the fates. I personally, for my first 2 cruises, I braved the fates, which is probably dangerous with my allergy. Chris, on the other hand, is a diehard, you have to have the maximum travel insurance because you never know what's going to happen. And because we were in Mexico and I had a reaction in Mexico, we were lucky he had the travel insurance. So it just depends on your lifestyle and if you truly believe in living by what if.
So you must have went by the because you went to the Palos Peninsula, right?
No,
Or-
the Americas. Remember the one that we were on the boat when we went to Isla Mujeres?
Oh, okay.
And I was saying that's where Jen's going to be staying.
Okay, so
It's that big white one.
but people with the coconuts will walk around and they'll slice open fresh coconuts. So you probably smelled that at some point and had a reaction. Maybe I don't know.
No, actually, I was actually doing pretty good about avoiding the vendors on the beach who were selling the coconuts. Mine was I went to a restaurant and I was trying to communicate to the staff of I have this allergy. Does this food have it? And if I remember my high school Spanish or Spanglish, coca or cocoa is coconut, and they're like, no cocoa, no coca. But in fact, this mochi that I got at the Japanese restaurant was the sweet rice with coconuts in it.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, I took a big old bite, did the Homer Simpson of the mochi, and yeah, it just went downhill from there.
Oh no. I'm glad you're okay. Yeah, you gotta be careful with the allergies and everything. Oh, well, speaking of food, do you like specialty dining or MDR? Better. One or
Both.
the other. Better than the other.
Better than the other? Yes and no. Main dining room is awesome because they serve a lot of cuisines I have never tried before. The Freedom of the Seas, my very first ship, was my first ever experience of trying escargot, and I just fell in love with it.
Yep, we love escargot. We fell in love with it on Disney, on the Disney cruise, and we've been hooked ever since.
Yeah, on the Disney ship you can ask for it every night, and there's one night that they can't offer it to you, but other than that, they'll know when you. The cool thing with Disney, if you say, "Can I have this every night?" it'll be there for you. You don't have to ask them again.
But no one has come close to Disney escargot. We've had it on other cruises, but it's just not the same for some reason. I don't know what they do to it.
We always try if we see it, though. We always try it.
You would think it's gross, but it's not. It's just the garlicky, buttery flavor. Oh, and you can just dip your bread in it. Oh my gosh.
So, what's the first thing you do when you board a ship? What is kind of your ritual that you do?
She's like, I get my drink. Cruising on the high seas. Welcome.
Welcome in, Rob.
That
like,
is the
"I drink."
most important thing ever. You get a drink in my hand, and my vacation has officially begun.
Do you have a
There you
go-to
go.
drink?
Dealer's choice.
Never heard of. Wait, is that a drink?
No, it's
drink.
not a drink.
I
Dealer's
thought
choice. It's whatever the bartender feels like they want to make,
I
with
thought
the
that's what
exception
you
of
meant.
coconut rum.
Yep. I'll have to try that someday. I'll say dealer's choice. Just give me what's on your mind.
I like to change it up. Like on the, we've tried Miami Vices on different cruise lines. We wanted our first drink on the Carnival ship we went on, the Radiance.
Miami Vice.
We wanted to try an authentic Miami Vice, and that was really good.
That was the one that was.
Half and half.
Oh, but it wasn't like how I think Disney does red, white, and blue. They didn't
That was
put.
NCL.
They didn't put the blue in it. I think.
No, NCL does that. So every cruise line does it a little bit different. But yeah, sometimes I want a Bloody Mary. Sometimes a Bahama Mama. I think it depends where.
No
we're going.
tomato juice with alcohol for me. Although we do get oyster shooters at a restaurant, I can tolerate that. But Bloody Mary, no, thank you.
So kind of a curious question. And I say this, Angela, this is your this is related to you, but How far out do you pack? Are you a light packer? Do you
Or an
overpack
overpacker?
like nautical nurse Nancy? Do you
Like
bring like an
every-
entourage
every-
to carry your luggage?
Everything but the kitchen sink is in your bag.
Well, let's see here. Compared to when I first cruised, I was very much a light packer. I was very conscientious of the weight, of the weather, and I was packing, unpacking, made a list, made a spreadsheet with a timetable of I need to pack this at this time, this at this time, this at this time, and everything has to be packed by no later than this date. Well, this last cruise, I just threw stuff in a bag, and if I didn't have it, I didn't need it.
Oh no. So like if you forgot your underwear, I guess you don't need it.
Pretty much.
That might be TMI. She might not even use that. But
Okay, let's just see that.
welcome in, Paul. So Angela, who we were just talking about, says I don't particularly care for coconut, so no pina colada. Oh my god, I love pina coladas, but I know we won't say that.
I don't like coconut myself, but I do get Miami Vice, which is coconut, so it's fine. I will eat coconut shrimp because I love shrimp, but it just depends on where the coconut is, I guess.
So, what is your favorite kind of cruise? Do you like to go? Sorry,
One with alcohol?
No. I phrased that wrong. Sorry. What is your favorite kind of vacation? Do you enjoy
One with alcohol.
cruises, or do you like to do land destinations? What do you prefer?
I like to do anything that involves alcohol, free alcohol, the sport of drinking alcohol, the trying to walk with alcohol.
Oh
No,
my God. I told you.
I enjoy a lot of interactive learning experiences, history. Um, let's see here. No, Gary, that was Chris, not me. And I'll have to show you the duct tape when we came off that boat, but I digress there. But anything with history, let's see. Yeah, I'm very articulate today. I love it.
It's me.
Let's get a
I'm
couple
rubbing
more
off
drinks
on
in.
you.
Let's see here. I like to fly by the seat of my pants mostly because I never know what I want to do until it's 5 minutes past the time it started.
If it's with history and stuff, if there's alcohol involved, I might not retain what I hear, but I'll hear the information. I just won't retain it because of the alcohol. But we like historical things too, and I get what you're saying.
My weakness is I'm fascinated.
Ruins.
Yes, like the Mayan society, Aztecs. So the chance to see a pyramid, a ruin, I'm gonna go for that.
I like the
I just love
cenote.
it.
That's my favorite
Yes,
part.
I love the cenote.
When
was
we
cool.
do that, yeah.
Yeah, we did that when we went to. We did that in Ekbalam, right? Yeah, Ekbalam.
They're kind of a little scary though because you cannot see the bottom of the water and you have no idea how deep it is. So just get a life jacket just in case.
And you had the little fishes that were like finding stuff on your body that were there like eating it. But we have a question from Janice.
Yep.
She says you like Vegas, Jennifer. Or I guess that was more of a statement, but Vegas. We know you love Vegas. Yes.
Vegas. A little bit of background behind me. I actually used to live in Vegas. I was a club bouncer and a security guard and an EMT in Vegas. So that's kind of like my old stomping grounds. Yes, I do enjoy it. I enjoy both the nightlife and the 24-hour accessibility of anything. If I get off shift at 8 a.m., I'm not going to want steak and eggs for breakfast every morning. I'm going to want something, maybe like a burger. So,
Yeah, we love Vegas too. So we'll have to hopefully meet up with you there sometime. That'd be cool.
Yes, my mom and I. It's a chance for me to have mom and son time, and her Disneyland is Vegas. So we We
Our-
usually stay at New York, New York.
Our adult Disney when all three of us go sometimes.
Yes, yes. So I definitely love Vegas. I love the environment, especially with the sports teams that are there now. When they have an event going on that day, it's like the city is just like so much fun to experience.
And now everything's basically back to normal, so you can experience Vegas the way it should be, and cruises are basically back to normal. So we got to enjoy things on the Princess Cruise that they stopped doing for a while, but
Yes.
we never knew any different anyway, so we got to see what they took out, which was cool. So.
Yeah, it was a champagne. One of the things was a champagne, like the pyramid, where
Yep.
the waterfall,
Like a
champagne
fountain
waterfall.
thing. Yep.
Rob has a question. Rob is asking, where are you now?
I currently live in Gaffney, South Carolina. If you guys have ever watched House of Cards, you've seen that big giant peach, or it's supposed to be a peach, but they make reference to other anatomy parts. So
Oh, that was weird.
Oh.
Are we our audio to video is like way off.
Oh, yeah. It's like a foreign movie, like you're talking and then the audio doesn't match.
Mary Ellen Dillon, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. We're almost over.
I think it's our internet. It's not you. It's
no,
not
it's-
you.
it's our-
She's like, what? What did I do?
It's probably our internet. But we know coming up next on the cruise size, we have the ship show. Always put on an amazing show. We have on the Disney side, if you guys are Disney fans, the Dis and That, 4 different channels that work together, put on an amazing event. Check them out. We actually, you guys, in about 5 days, we're going to be celebrating our 5-year anniversary. Did
Oh
you
my
realize
gosh.
that, Greg?
I didn't.
We're going to have to celebrate
That's
that next
crazy.
week. 5 years we've been doing this stuff.
Well,
and
yeah, next week will be our Halloween / celebration show.
yes. So thank you for all the support. That
Yes, thank you.
2 Yahoos like us, that you guys are still supporting us, and we're really humbled by everything that you
Some
guys
are
do
more
for us.
Yahoo than others, just saying.
I'm the biggest Yahoo. I might be a little
No, I'm
explorer,
joking.
but I am the bigger Yahoo.
I'm joking.
So we'll have that next week on next week's show. But Jennifer, thank you. Ben says 2 Yahoos. Jennifer, thank you so much for joining us
Yes.
tonight. We look forward to everything you have upcoming, what you're going to be doing. If you guys have not subscribed to her channel, please check Jennifer's channel out. Jennifer, any last parting words with you?
it's just been a pleasure. Thank you very much for having me come on and just hang out with you guys. I know we do a lot of this on Polo, and I was going to ask you if you wanted me to come in with my normal greeting, but you know what? I think I'll part with my normal greeting.
Sounds good.
So, for those of you who have earbuds, user discretion is advised.
Stand back.
Good night, explorers. It's time to kick those tires and put out the fires. We gotta go. You can't stay here, but you gotta go somewhere else. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Rolling, rolling, rolling. It's time to hit the highway rolling. Right. All right, and just because of that, final check. You can't let good moonshine go to waste.
Oh my God, you're gonna drink. Oh my gosh! Thank you very much for that closing. And wow, we'll have to try your moonshine sometime. Hopefully, I don't upchuck it though.
You will.
Oh my God, she's still going.
Kay Atwood says she's not too far from you. She's from Greenville, South Carolina.
Oh, she's still going. Get every
No.
last drop.
Thank you guys so much,
I don't
Jennifer.
know how you do it. Wow.
Thanks again, Jennifer. We really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. So, please
We-
check her channel out.
We'll see you guys next week. We will have Charlie and Stacy from Disney Nerd Herders and Jim from More Sunshine, please. And possibly one more person
Well, you can say Ben.
Yes, Ben. Well, I just didn't want to put it out there if he didn't know yet. But yes, possibly Ben from Pepper Tree Villa on our Halloween extravaganza show / celebration show.
Yes, when we were in Mexico, when we were in
Mexico.
when we were in Canada, we bought a special house, a haunted house that we're gonna build on the show.
I was gonna say, wait, we bought a house in Canada. What?
Yes, remember?
Yes.
And so
Oh, good
we're not gonna
Lord.
do any spoilers, but it is something that I cannot wait to eat when it's done.
Yeah, we're gonna have to use gloves, and we're gonna have to have the air conditioner running so
It doesn't
stuff
melt.
doesn't fall apart. Yes.
But thank you guys for joining
my
us
gosh.
tonight. Jennifer, thank you again for joining us
Thank
tonight.
you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
guys. I appreciate it. You guys have a great evening.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you. Or we just had, as Rob says, woohoo Canada. Happy belated Thanksgiving
Rachel's
for you guys.
Adventures. Welcome.
Welcome, Rachel. Happy belated Thanksgiving
to Canada. Yes.
to Canada, which had it just a few days ago.
Yesterday.
And-
Monday.
Monday, yep.
Mm-hmm.
And how we end our shows, I'm Derek.
Sorry. I'm Gregory.
If you forget our names, it's okay because I'm Little Explorer.
And I'm Big Explorer.
And as Walt Disney once said,
We are just getting started.
Have a great night, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Dilly dilly, everybody.